I think it always starts from a place of gratitude of what you have. So I sort of, even during, I'd say like the pandemic, when it was like tough and we were trying to think about what we wanted to do the business, but I remember in those moments where I was like leaning into the self-development side more and working on myself, I leaned in like 150% of my effort, just being grateful for what I had.
Yeah.
And I think that made me feel a lot more positive about my life, even though it was difficult at the time, because it allowed me to appreciate what I have, who I'm around, and where I want to. It kind of gave me more of a steer of where I wanted to go. Like, it wasn't this feeling of I never had enough, or I won't be happy until I have that. It was looking at my life of everything that I am, even to the smallest things. So I would always try and do like a gratitude practice within sort of like cultivating more of a powerful mindset, whether that's like sort of, like reading the books, listening to the podcasts. It was like I always try to inherently start my day with doing more of the self work of, I'm really happy with where I'm at.
Yeah, it's I sent you a video yesterday. I'm not sure if you've seen it, but Rick Rubin, I think his name is. I need to watch his podcast, because the way he explained, so what he's basically said, he said, how to know if you're on the right path, and he basically said that if you care about the situation so much, then you're not really on the right path, because you don't really enjoy the journey to it. And it just clicked for me so much, because I was it's not even that long ago. I was just probably like 5 months or 6 months ago. I was very concerned of like what I'm gonna do if if I'm not going to be successful or something. I mean, sometimes the thoughts creeps in, and you start to think about like what's gonna happen if I'm not gonna achieve this, what's gonna happen if I'm not gonna do this and that. And then I think my girlfriend helped me with that a lot, and she said like you're doing what you like now. You're doing the job that you like, you're doing the podcast, you're training, you better yourself, and like why are you rushing? Like, you're always gonna do the same thing, no matter if you're going to come to whatever it is in your mind. Like, and I was talking with my friend as well, and sometimes I'm like, oh, we have to do this, we have to do that. Even if we're sitting in a pub having a beer, and it's like, and what's going to happen there when you go? It's like, we're gonna do the same. It's like, so why you just can't chill here? And I always have this in my mind that I have to be somewhere else, go somewhere else for it to be better. But then I don't really realize that I'm here is the things that I'm doing right now. It's the best thing. It's the best thing.
Yeah.
So I think it's very important to remind yourself that it's not about the way, like, it's not about how you're going to come to that place. It's all about the journey and the work that you put in.
Yeah, and I totally relate to that, because I remember when I said all I wanted was for Dostmas to pay my rent, right? And like, it does that now, but it's still not enough.
It's not enough, yeah.
So I'm
that's
always
it.
thinking, and like, I remember someone kind of gave me a bit of a wake-up call last year, and they were like, the Rupert 5 years ago was dreaming to be in the position that you're in.
Exactly, mate. Exactly.
So, and it took me a while to kind of, it like took me a bit to think on that, because I was like, fuck yeah, this is what I wanted.
Yeah.
And you kind of sort of appreciate it, you're grateful for it, but your mind is you kind of completely forget that you are in the position now that you wanted to be in. That, do you know what I mean? So it's like reminding yourself of that, being grateful for that, and then that, I think that it allows you to be on that path and that trajectory for more.
Yeah.
And I think it's having those daily reminders where you're checking in, being like, I am super grateful for that. I did work really hard to get here, and it is a journey. And that's what it is all about. Like, yes, there's the destination of where you want to go. It will change, but it's knowing that being on that path allows you to like enjoy it.
Yeah.
And then, you just keep checking in with that.
Yeah, there's no end, man. When you think about it, is the person that you want to become now is still going to have the problems and still going to have other things to do. So what's the point of rushing there? Because, or like delving on the problems that you have now and of what you're not having now. Because when you're going to get there, you're still going to have problems. So there's just no end. There's no end to it.
And I think that's, for me, that's what inherently cultivates a really strong mindset. Like in general, if you can be grateful for what you have